So, first of all, topic it is functions. So, our Common Core is functions, F-BF, which stands for building functions, because we are building functions. I think you guys saw from the reading. And so it's building new functions from existing functions. So, building new functions from existing functions. Okay? And we are building new functions. I think you guys saw that when I started to add them, multiply them, subtracting them, I even divide them. I was actually building new functions, right? When I put one function into another function, we were making or building new functions, okay? So first of all, right off the bat, A, F plus G. We're just going to add them, right? We're just going to take our x squared plus our 7x plus 12 plus our x squared plus our 5x plus 6. We're just going to add them. That's it. We're just going to add them. We're going to take F and add it to G. 2x squared plus 12x plus 18. That's it. Okay? Yeah. B. Let's subtract them, okay? X squared plus 7x plus 12. We're going to subtract. I'm going to use parentheses, so we're careful. We're going to subtract an x squared plus a 5x plus a 6. And I like to use parentheses because I'm subtracting everything, right? I use parentheses because I'm subtracting the first function. I'm subtracting everything from the second, right? Subtracting the entire. So x squared minus x squared is no x squared. 7 subtract 5x is a 2x. 12 subtract 6 is a 6. So it's just 2x plus 6. That's it. Okay. C, we're going to multiply them, right? If they're right next to each other, that's multiply. So we're going to take our x squared plus our 7x plus our 12 times x squared plus 5x plus 6, right? And it is a big, ugly FOIL problem, but we can do it. We just have to be patient. Am I going too fast? Okay, I'll wait for you. Okay, so it is f of x times g of x, and I'm going to FOIL. Big FOIL, right? Multiply, 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 okay? Now when I multiply, I'm going to show you a little trick I like to do. I'm going to make sure when I multiply, I line up terms are the same. So, x to the 4th plus 5x cubed, because an x squared and x, plus 6x squared. Alright? Now I'm going to take the 7x and multiply it through. So I'll get a 7x cubed. Let's put that right there. Let's line up the ones that are the same. Makes it easier to add. So I'll get the 7x squared plus a 35x squared. I'm lining up the ones that are the same. It makes it easier to add later. Okay. Plus a 42x. Okay. Again, line up the ones that are the same. Now I'll multiply through by the 12. And I'll go 12 times x squared is a 12x squared. So I'll go plus 12x squared. I'll go 12 times 5 is 60x. I'll line things up. And finally, I'll go 12 times 6, which is 72. Okay, so by lining up the terms that were the same, like terms, just makes it easier to add, right? Got them lined up. X to the 4th is the only x to the 4th, so I'm adding, bring it down, x to the 4th. 5 and 7 is 12, so I get a positive 12, x to the 3rd. Oh boy, calculator times 6 plus 35 plus 12. I don't mind using a calculator at all. 6 plus 35 plus 12, 53, x squared. 102 plus 102x plus 72. Done. Okay? Okay, it's just a big, long problem, but it's not hard, right? It's not hard. Yeah. Okay, so I'll wait for you and we'll do D. Go ahead, ask. Yeah, go ahead and ask. Can you see it? You okay? Okay. All right. Do you want to sit by Octavio? Would that help? If you sit by... Okay, you like there? Okay. Okay, I'll give you my notes when I'm done. How's that? Deal? Okay, let's divide. So divide. Let's go x squared plus 7x plus 12 over x squared plus 5x plus 6. Now, normally we would be done, but sometimes we learned last semester, we learned in Algebra 2, that sometimes we can factor and cancel, right? So let's see if I can factor. This would factor into an x plus 3, x plus 4, right? Multiples of 12 that add up to 7, right? Remember that? And then down here, x plus 3, x plus 2, multiples of 6 that add up to 5, right? And because we were able to factor, we noticed that the x plus 3's will cancel. So we can cancel x plus 3's, x plus 3, and our answer is just x plus 4 over x plus 2. Okay?
What?
That's the best answer. That is the best answer. Okay, now, number 2. This is where we're going to do composite functions, all right? We're going to we work from the inside out. So this can be super easy. Every year I do this, 1 or 2 kids are totally lost. And then we go over it, and they go, oh, it's so easy. Trust me, so easy. Watch. Everybody watching? So we work for the inside out. So g of 3 says plug 3 into g. All right, so plug g into 3. So 3, here's my g graph, right? So I'm going to go, okay, 3 squared plus 3, right? So plug 3 into g. That's going to be a 9 plus 3, so that's 12. You okay with that?
Yeah.
Okay, so plug 3 into g. So 3 went right into the g. 3 squared plus 3. 9 plus 3 is 12, okay? Now, there's more to this question. Take f of 12. All right, I can do that. So put 12 into the f function, which would give me the square root of 12 plus 1, which is the square root of 13. That's my answer. Screwed it up? Yeah. Yeah. So first,
Just plug the 3 into the x squared.
plug the 3 to the x squared and into the x. So plug the 3 into here,
So
right?
it must be 12.
Yep, 12. And then take the 12 and plug it into the f.
What happened to the x?
Okay, so the answer is 12.
The answer is 12 to that. That answer is 12. It's like, so you get an answer and you take your answer. So you get an answer and you take your answer and plug it into the next one. Do you want to say that again? You get an answer, take that answer, plug it in the next one, okay? All right, now, how about this one? H of 8. So, erase, get all rid of that. So let's put 8 into the H equation, okay? So 8 goes into H. 8 goes right there. So 8 over 2 is what? 8 over 2 is 4. Okay, so H of 8 is 4. So let's take G of 4. So take the 4 and plug it into G, right? 4 squared plus 4, right? 16 plus 4 is 20. So I plugged 8 in, I got an answer. I took the answer and plugged it into G. Okay, how about C? With C, we're gonna move it 3 different times, right? So first of all, let's plug 16 into H. All right, so 16 into H is 16 divided by 2, which is what? 8. So this is 8, right? That's 8. Now let's take f of 8. So the 8 goes into the f equation. 8 goes right there. So I'm going to have the square root of 8 plus 1, which is 9, but the square root of 9 is 3. So this is 3. Let's take g of 3. So take that answer, which is 3, and plug it into the g, which is 3 squared plus 3, right? 9 plus 3 is 12. Thumbs up, sideways. Okay, all right. Okay, turn the page.
I don't see.
Okay, now, this one's different because you're going to take the entire G equation. This, I can rewrite this. A better way to rewrite this, I think, is f of g of x. Means the same thing. Fog off means the same thing, okay? That little open circle means you're going to put g into f, okay? So another way to write this, I think, is easier for you, is f of g of x. We're going to take g, all of g, the entire g, and we're going to plug it into f. We're going to take the square root of x plus 3. That's my g equation, and plug it into f. It's going to go right there. The x plus 3 goes into f, it goes into its x, so I'm going to have a 2 times a square root of x plus 3 squared, okay? Which, of course, that would simplify, you agree?
Yeah.
That would simplify. The square cancels the square root. Really be left with 2 times x plus 3 because the square cancels the square root, which would make a 2x plus 6. Okay? So I took the entire function, I took the whole thing, and put it into the x of the other equation. I took the entire thing, I put it into the x of the other equation. Okay? Now let's do the opposite. Okay? Let's take f, this same thing as g of f of x. Let's take the entire f of x function, and let's plug it into g, okay? So we're going to take this f of x, that's this whole 2x squared, I'm going to put it into g, so it's got to go in right there. The entire thing, the 2x squared, has to go into the x of the other equation. So I'm going to have a square root of a 2x squared plus 3, okay? Now, there's not much you can do with that. You really can't. You're just kind of stuck with that answer. You could take away the parentheses. You don't really need the parentheses. Square root of a 2x squared plus 3. No, you can't square root anything. You can't add it. You're just stuck. That's the answer, okay? Okay. Okay, last one. Okay, let's take and erase all this. It is saying f of h of x. Kind of got smeared, but there it is. So we're going to take h of x. That's the x over 4. And plug it into f. So it's going to go right into there, into its x. Take the entire equation, put it into the x of the other equation. So instead of writing 2x squared, we're going to write 2x over 4 squared. If on the next quiz you leave them unsimplified, fine. You did it right. If you simplify them and simplify them wrong, just make sure somewhere I can find the first, okay? Because a lot of times kids will get to here, which is correct, and they'll mess up getting the answer, okay? This same thing as 2x squared over 16. Think about it. Think about it. Which is the same thing as x squared over 8. Now, if you can't get to x squared over 8, and that's good enough for you, then awesome. If you are a mathematical scholar and you can get to there, I'll be happy, okay? That's the better answer. A lot of times when we're recording, it won't zoom. Yeah, it doesn't zoom when we're recording, you guys. Okay, number 4. Last but not least. Now, we can still add these even if we don't have an equation, we can still add these. So f of negative 1, go to negative 1. Go to negative 1. Go to negative 1. Okay? I'm at negative 1. You guys agree that's negative 1? Go to negative 1. F of negative 1 is its height, its corresponding y value. So what's the height at negative 1? You guys agree it's 0? Okay? Go to the g of x. Go to negative 1. What's the height of the g? 2. What's the answer of f of negative 1 plus g of negative 1? 2. Okay? And we will do this one tomorrow because I'm going to run out of room. But just add height by height by height. Okay? All right. That's it. Not too bad.